Well, it's not often that I meet someone that truly inspires me. I've, in this game, there's people that get so wrapped up into it that they lose sight of everything else, their family, relationships, work. When I started out, I was guilty of that. But this is Brittany Walker, and she's really been an inspiration to me as she's been able to balance this, the lifestyle with the everyday life. So Brittany is a single mom as well. So we've got a lot in common, and we happen to meet at the gym doing ropes, doing undulation training. So I just wanted to have her talk to us a little bit about what motivates her, and also where she's going with this, what kind of brought her into the game or into the lifestyle. So Brittany, thank you.
Hello. I kind of got into this a couple years ago. Something that I saw in somebody in the industry that I was just really, really inspired by as far as health and fitness and overall look. We all know every woman wants to, achieve this body that a lot of people, can go, oh, she looks great. Well, rather than she looks great, I want to feel great. And that's kind of what I saw within this person that was a huge inspiration to me. And I noticed that I was doing everything backwards. I did modeling for years, and I was crash dieting here and there. It didn't work. So I started diving into fitness, reading everything I could. Anything that anyone wanted to tell me, I was all ears. Even if I didn't agree, I wanted to hear it all. I wanted to try things out, things like that. So once I started, I got addicted. I couldn't stop. I started to immediately feel better. Things as far as my lifestyle changed from emotions to being able to handle stress was a lot easier because you have such a clear mind when you're constantly doing something for you, I feel, so.
Yeah. Well, I thought what was really interesting when I talked to Brittany is how really, if anyone could have an excuse for not working out, it's Brittany. Tell us what you do.
Okay.
Tell us about your daughter just a little bit, and tell us how, with all of that, what most people always wonder is, how do I fit this into my schedule?
I hear that a lot, actually. A ton of people write and ask me, how do I change my lifestyle? How do I accomplish my goal of this? Or how do you do it? What can I do? I don't have the time to do it. And my response to them is, neither do I, but I make it happen. I handle a full-time, very demanding position, a career that I've had for a long time. I'm there every day. And when I'm not there, I'm still working. I'm constantly on the go with it. But I make sure that I manage to work the gym into my schedule. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to get out your calendar and you have to make a spot. And you have to pencil it in. And then follow it up by packing your gym bag already in the car so you don't have the excuse to go home and sit first. That's what I tell people. Take it with you, pencil it in, and make it happen. When you start having habits of, okay, now I got off work, now I'm going to go here. Okay, it's now you're adjusting your schedule. So it's not that you don't have time for it. It's simply making the time for yourself to do that. I have an 8-year-old gorgeous little girl that I do everything for. Her name's Amelia, but she comes with me. She loves it. She has learned a ton through this process, a ton, to the point where she's asking me things about what's healthy and, Mom, can I have this snack? And now she knows to read the labels because we have this rule. If it's over X grams of sugar, she doesn't even ask anymore.
But
awesome. Now on occasion, she of course still asks, but she typically knows. But so I manage that. I take her to school every day. I pick her up quite often as well. She does singing lessons on Monday. She has church group on Wednesday. She does tap followed by ballet on Thursdays, and we do church every Sunday morning. She is definitely just as busy as I am, so it's not easy. But when you kind of adjust your schedule and you make it a lifestyle, I think that it actually becomes easier than anything. Learning about it is first, because I didn't know how to do it, because I didn't know anything about fitness. I didn't know how to read labels. I didn't know what to cook, how to cook it. But I always tell people, if you make one small change a day, or if you learn one new thing a day, you have 365 days in a year, you can transform your lifestyle. It's definitely possible. So
That's amazing. Two things came to mind while she was talking about this. One, just share a little bit about, how you started working out. You mentioned that you would put her to sleep. And then the other thing is, you mentioned about she has church group. How does faith come into your life? And I ask that because of this, because most people will look at you, most women will look at you and just automatically think that you are superficial, that you focus too much on the exterior. And I've never met a woman that is the whole package like this, where you think deeply, you're not just caught up in this, you haven't let it define you as a person. So, and I think that has a lot to do with your faith. So talk a little bit about that as well.
Well, to start with, how I came about getting fit and actually working it all into my schedule at first, I didn't own a gym membership. Leading up to the Arnold last year in 2011, I did everything from home. And I'll send Dennis some pictures. He can post them somewhere so that you can see them. But I would come home from work, and at that time, my schedule was crazy. I was working a little bit later. I'd go in a little bit later, but I'd be helping out with Amelia's school or something like that. So when I got home, we did our usual, the dinner, the homework, and then the bath time, and then she goes to bed. The minute that she went to bed, I kicked on the radio in the basement, and with like 4, maybe 5 pieces of equipment, I started working out. I had dumbbells. I had, to start with, I had resistance bands and an exercise ball. And I went down there and I did just about everything that I could. So I was constantly looking up new workouts. And I would have Amelia, even when she, at the times when she wasn't in bed, I ended up getting a bench. So finally I got a workout bench, and I was so excited. It had a leg extension on it. So that's my 4th piece of equipment. And she would come downstairs, and I would do side oblique crunches, and she would sit on my legs. So there are things that you can do. I'd go right off the bench, and she would help me. It was funny because I'd be down there, and sometimes she'd pick up, like I had a small set of dumbbells for her, and she'd pick them up. She'd do jumping jacks with me. But there's so much that you can do at home. Every little bit counts. And I always tell people, even if you did 10 push-ups on your knees a night, you would notice the difference over time. And sometimes it doesn't even take as long as you think. Like I had a lot of body fat at that time, believe it or not. Yeah, I was still thin. Everyone's like, oh, you've always been small. Well, I was, but in the same sense, I also had a child. My body had completely just kind of, went a little differently than usual, and anything can happen.